I got to see Rich play some Brightwing, and it was pretty darn awesome.
That was pretty dope.
Does anybody know what chair Rich is in? Look, if you're on stage as a West player and you hear me and you're in Rich's seat, draft Gazlo or Murky for Trixler.
Oh, yeah,
draft
Gazlo or
Murky
Murky.
for Trixler.
Gazlo or Murky? I'm down with either of them.
You literally draft Morales.
No, just stop.
Well, we're
Not a
going
word.
to
Just-
Warhead
Can we kick him off?
Junction.
Like, he's no help here.
Oh,
Like,
then Murky is OP here.
yeah, Murky is up here. Agreed.
By OP, I mean, like, not.
Are we on
Yeah,
Warhead?
he's usable.
Yeah, I feel like the West has a distinct advantage here already, just because this is obviously a North American-centered map.
Yeah.
No, we have Glorong in there too.
They're going to accidentally
And
draft
Cohen.
them Zarya.
That wouldn't be good. I've seen a Zarya.
I've seen
Yeah,
them
watch
NA
out
use Zarya.
for
You might as well give them
boss
the D.
killers. And the bosses they're different now than before.
Oh, yeah. What are those updates? Do you know off the top of your head? I haven't played Warhead Junction. I
No,
don't play
you
Quick
know,
Match.
it's not in the HGC pool, so I like didn't really memorize them the way I
Yeah. Okay, all right.
They do damage.
Just
They
throw-
have, like, the banelings are different, they don't burrow.
I love how there's actually a strategy being developed right now between them.
Guys, what do we think?
There's a lot of arguments like, no, we can't ban that.
They banned the Abathur.
Abathur's good on this map.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's surprising.
I feel like they need to come up with, like, strategies beforehand. They use, like, every second of their bans and picks.
To be honest, this is a completely different way to think about drafts, right? Like,
Yeah.
everything you know about the game, everything you've ingrained in your brain just gets thrown out the window.
But Abathur banning that makes zero sense because Abathur is actually extremely good in that mode.
Yeah.
Then wouldn't.
Maybe they just didn't want to play Abathur. Like, we play enough of him. He's meta.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing that you actually want to ban is a hero that is so bad that you don't by any means want it to end up on your team.
But you know
I'm
what,
not
Connor?
going to say anything
You
because
can't-
she's really going to hit me at that
Can't
point.
slap a nuke, okay? Maybe it's
That's
harder
true.
to pick up nukes if
Yeah.
you have
Who punches
slug
nukes?
up there. Well, you know, I started that sentence and then it just didn't turn out where I wanted it to be at all, so we maybe could just move past that one.
Our teams are taking a long time, though. Finally.
Yeah.
Oh, they banned the Gazlo.
Yeah, I'm about to go out there and start drafting.
You can still
Yeah,
get your
I think
Murky.
Yeah.
But I don't think you understand the concept. You're just throwing heroes in you want to
I think I prefer that for game
Sylvanas,
3.
Gazlo, Butcher.
I don't know. That is one of the most meta
Okay.
heroes in this tournament.
They're gonna draft them all
Honestly,
warriors.
I honestly think that the strategy of the West was to talk to the East, lie to them about the rules.
Are you calling manipulation? Are you calling it Caldor?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, after that,
Hey, this is my favorite Lucio map.
Especially, yeah, because it's such a big battleground like
Yeah,
Lucio.
dude.
Yeah, but
Pretty
you go-
decent.
Rotate around everywhere. You can harass people at the camps and like boop them off, like Melody C style.
It's true. It's true.
I mean, pick Anna.
What if
Again.
we had all tanks one side, all supports the other side? Think about
Can't pick
it.
tanks that can heal themselves, though.
That'd be a pretty good match.
I honestly don't think the East understands the rules. But yeah, pick Anna
Let's-
again.
let's
Like
wait.
Lucio Anna, that's a great combo.
Let's let it unfold here. Chromie comes out here. 4K side. So we
I
have
agree.
Lucio and
Chromie
Chromie.
is not that great on this battleground.
Medivh.
I get more
With
confused by
Garrosh?
the second.
Yeah, that's.
Wait,
You've just given someone who can sometimes have a hard time and be
Rich is
kited
like,
away into
look,
a better position.
I'm trying to up the handicap level. I'm gonna win, and then further solidify myself as the GOAT. You
I'm
know?
starting to lean towards Caldor in this conspiracy theory he has floating around.
Makes sense, right?
It's starting to make sense. This is not like this moment, honestly. And the
Okay,
Vikings.
well that.
But that is also not a bad hero for that map. If you
But
draft
can a
Vikings-
player play it? Who's player 3? That's the question.
Okay, that's actually a good point. But still, it's a big battleground, so you can actually get value out of this. I'm not so certain.
Next thing you know, they're gonna draft them Samuro.
The Chromie pick, to be honest, isn't really too bad because as long as you don't draft them a front line, if Chromie has nothing where she can fall back, pretty decent.
Maybe they're trying to convince the West team to give East some solid heroes with Battleground too. Maybe like, hey, listen, we're giving you everything. Hook us up too, so we can get a victory. Maybe it's a mind game.
What if we draft for maximum bodies on the board?
Shen, Samuro.
Yes.
Misha,
All the above. Rexar again, get him back in.
And then somebody picks Falstad on the other side and goes Q build. Oh my god, the
That's a
dream.
lot of stacks. Oh, they're thinking about it here. Snitch is like, I don't know what to pick, guys. What do I pick? They're gonna ban Lily out, as they don't want to have Lily for Jug of to heal everyone. Okay, all right. I can't follow West and their thought process here. Does anybody have an inkling of what's going on here?
I mean,
No, but I think that's the point.
I
you
told
know?
you
My brain
theory.
is broken.
I know, every time I'm like, oh, then they'll just draft a Viking killer. Then I'm like, no, that's not how it works, Gilly.
Is Cho'Gall
Like
the
butcher.
4th, 5th pick here?
Asmodean has a lot
Dude,
of bodies
Cho'Gall
on the
would be-
floor. I'm just saying, I think West
Cho'Gall
is
with Medivh.
Oh, yeah.
And Garrosh. No healer?
Again, pick the mana again.
That means they would have like no wave clear, but a Vikings that could just still
Yeah.
kind of be around.
Yeah.
Wait, are we helping? They don't have headsets on. They can literally hear us.
That's okay. They still haven't picked Murky, so they're not listening.
Snitch, pick Anna.
If you can hear me, wave.
That
can't hear
didn't
you,
work.
dude.
That didn't work.
Crone, if you can hear me, sit still.
Okay, you
Oh,
got it. Yeah, you're
Got it.
good.
We're
You're
good. We're good.
Okay, we're good.
20 seconds, but you know what? We got the eyebrow raise in, so like we're set. No matter what these next 2 picks will be, whether it's a Murky,
The thing is, like, Murky Tank is actually really good with Chromie.
yeah.
You can buy a lot of time to slow down your opponents. You can buy time for Chromie. If you need to, you can fall victim.
Sentences that come out of this man's mouth.
Diva and Probius will
Yeah,
be the
dude.
3rd and 4th pick. Okay.
Gilly's look right now is super intense. Like,
He's
I
into
look
this.
over and I'm like,
Cho'Gall,
she
there
is
it
not
is.
blinking.
Why?
Well, the extra
Why?
body of the Vikings makes up for the lack of body for Cho'Gall. It's brilliant.
And to be fair, Cho'Gall requires the utmost synergy to work as a hero between 2 players. We have no idea if they have that synergy.
That's true.
West.
You better put, you gotta put on that Snitch and Mayne.
Yeah,
Old teammates.
it's true. Final
But
pickup.
you think they walked
The
into their
big E.
seat, though?
Yeah. You're just poking holes in all these strategies.
West was very nice to give East.
Like
a
how the
support.
belly is
Will
just like
they?
hanging out there in the background.
I feel like East
Like
There's
the
too many-
belly.
the belly button.
Can someone get Olaf a bigger shirt, please?
And pants. I don't know if you see from behind, but you can see.
I don't want to, but thanks for letting me know, Trick.
Him and Butcher have the most noticeable. Just pointing that out there. I don't
Trick random facts about Chromie, Murky, pantsless
Have
heroes.
you ever said Q? Sometimes you look at things. Chin coming in for that 5th pick.
Bodies!
As we have our 5 teams set up. Cho'Gall Vikings versus Chin, Probius, and Diva. This is certainly a matchup for the evening. Look at Caldor. He's so confused.
I am very confused.
Jay How, what are you thinking about these compositions?
I don't know. Why you gotta ask me for
Because you're the guy over there, and you come all the way
that
down.
guy over
That's
there?
how it works.
I feel like East.
Yeah, I think so too.
You think
For one, they have a
East is-
support.
Nah, I think East really
Gets wrecked.
confuses
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
What if they don't know how to play the Vikings, though?
I'm pretty sure. Well, I guess it does kind of depend on who. If it's per seat, then yeah, it is kind of roll the dice.
Okay, but on
All right.
that level of play, how bad can you be at Vikings?
We'll see. Jay How, predictions, let's go.
I'm distracted by whatever that is.
West or East?
How is that not a
East.
shoe-in?
East,
He's going with East.
I think.
Caldor.
Who
Yeah,
did
dude.
they draft?
I mean, obviously West.
Caldor's going
Wait,
with the West.
we're predicting who's winning, right?
Yes.
Okay, West.
All right, he's going with the West. Gilly?
Oh, wait, I forgot who was on what
East
side.
is who I vote for.
Gilly went with East, and I'm going to go with West just to have the 50-50 down the line there. So let's go ahead and get ready for it. You guys at home continue to also vote and let us know who you think is going to win. And it's 61% in favor of the West. They believe in the Cho'Gall Vikings Medivh dream. Can't blame them there. As we're getting ready to set up and actually watch game number 2 on Warhead Junction. I want to know who's going to be the Vikings player as we get ready to send over our casters, Tetcher and Skimmy, as they bring out all the knowledge bombs. Tetcher and Skimmy, you guys ready for this?
We can inform you as to who is the Vikings
Who is it?
player. It is Vanilla. And the Cho'Gall is being played. The Cho is Crowan and the Gal is Snitch.
Wow.
And Rich has already called him out within the first 2 seconds of the game.
All right, well, you guys enjoy as you go into game number 2.
All right, game number 2, Skimmy. Very different drafts to what we had in the first game.
Extremely different drafts, right? And it is Warhead Junction, an old fan favorite. It wasn't ever picked, but we're going to see it today.
It was rarely picked as sort of I believe it's actually picked by the NA teams a fairly decent amount to try and get some cheeky stuff. So here we go, heading into Warhead Junction. And on the left-hand side, it is Team West, where we have Wesich is basically what we have here, which is going to be Crowan on the Cho, Snitch on the Gal. We have the Medivh played by Glaurung, Lost Vikings played by Vanilla, and Garrosh is played by Mayna.
Oh, I like that, Falco. You know, Westwich sounds like a place you'd find in England, you know, just some nice little cottage village. But on the east-hand side, looking to try and make a comeback in this free game series. It's Hooligan playing Probius, Wind this time on the Chromie. Rich, once again supporting on this Lucio. It's going to be Hugo on Chen and Bowie at 005, Rock and Adiva. Back-to-back they go. Cho'Gall action like a village. That's really what I'm going to say. They're going to be coming at you.
They gave Glaurung Medivh. It's his old mate. He beat MVP Black with it.
Look, I don't even know if Vanilla plays the Lost Vikings. I've never asked him.
I mean, we will find out shortly. He is splitting, so he is going to have to micro them individually if he wants to make plays and not, you know, immediately die. As Rich getting chased and focused down again, trying to escape, gets a boot, and Westwich chasing him down.
Give us a zoom in, amplify, enhance, show me the money as the camera just pans away. A little bit anticlimactic.
Glaurung looking for some stacks, finds a Hugo, is going to try and use him as the stacking tool here. Bowie looking to try and hold the line here, but it's taking so much harassment from Westwich.
I just can't get over that name.
It is a village name, you were 100% right.
Where would that accent come from, north or south?
Google.
Oh, you're going to type Westwich into Google right here on stream? Is this happening? Is this a first?
I am. I'm seeing if it is a thing. Nope, we'll have a try. As we see right now, it is going to be Bribery Vikings, so let's see if they can actually grab the most, because the most on this map can be pretty strong.
Here comes Rich. He's running along. Yeah. He's having a little merry old dance.
Nice little shove there by Gall to save Cho and put them out of the Chromie damage. Chromie, pretty standard build, going for those bronze talons.
We got some...
Eric pushing up.
We have a balance, right, of some extremely meta heroes with some players very comfortable on these heroes. And then we parallel that with just some of the most insane, unheard of picks in such a long time. Speaking of, Mene flexing onto tank, gets the flip. That's a good start, showcasing his mechanics. Olaf falls as well, but we don't seem to care about him because it's Bowie 005. That's the man in control. That's the woman on the floor. And that's going to be first blood for the West.
Bowie gets taken out by Cho'Gall as Westwich. They're chasing Rich again. I get the feeling this might be the theme of the entire show. He goes underneath Medivh, doesn't get the boot, but he does get out of range here. And Rich is just literally trying to dance around everyone right now and just work him down, trying to 1v1 Medivh. Medivh gets the portal micro. It's an intense 1v1, Skimmy.
It really is. Zoom in.
He might actually get it.
Show me.
Might get it.
1, 2, 3. Look at it. Oh, Glaurung is going to run away. Sprays. It's steps. This guy is just going for a jog in the park. Maybe this is why the Koreans are so strong, because they just have such an active lifestyle. Cardio.
Quite possibly. He is very fast, working his way around the map. Probius, by the way, with the returning Q on level 1, so a little bit sustained. Wind will escape on this Chromie, despite the pressure of Glaurung, as nukes are being collected, 1 for each team.
We know what's happened on this map in the past, Tetcher. Nukes on nukes on nukes. And I'm looking forward to when that very first boss call comes out. That's when we're going to see a calamity of explosions, of cooldowns.
Speaking of explosion, are we going to see nuclear option again? Here's where we find out. In comes the X before even picking level 7.
Nuke on the right.
The fort takes some damage. Down goes Diva, and more Vikings have fallen. In fact, only Olaf alive.
I swear all I've seen Rich do this entire game is sit in bot lane, bounce up against that wall, and just B-step his way to victory.
He is B-stepping, but the fact is he's so fast with Accelerando on level 1 that he just can't get caught here. Rich dancing around. He did eat an Arcane Rift there and did take some lovely minion damage, so does have to back up a bit.
It's not acceptable. Online. He's going to have to boot camp after that one. That's unacceptable, and so is that nuclear placement. They actually don't get the full damage out of it, Tetcher.
I believe, didn't they remove the bonus center damage? I thought that was a thing. I don't remember. I saw it on a website.
We should know this, but we don't, because we don't cast on this map anymore.
Very true.
It's going to make me sound very uneducated. I can't wait for that Reddit post, but what I can wait for is this right here is Westwich dives into the back climb, but the temporal loop sends him back packing, just like the Probius that dies off screen.
Wind stands in the way of the runic bomb there, but does survive, so he's able to keep going as Bowie getting the damage reduction onto Westwich, so he's able to back up, trades a fair amount of health for a very short stun as Eric goes down to Rich. Can you imagine if Lucio had a stacking damage talent, what Rich would be able to do in this game?
Just as well, we don't actually have any stacking heroes in this one, except for the Chromie and except for the Medivh. But it's not like you're going to want to try and use those Master's Touch against your own Vikings.
That's true, and also Garl gets one as well, the Runic Bomb stacking talent, which he has gone for already on 4 stacks here, as the nuke dropped into top lane as Rich is searching for another Viking, and will get it. Tried to knock it into the nuke, but unlucky.
What is Rich doing? He's just literally running around all day long, having a field day on this hero. He's like, if you're going to draft me support, if you're going to really get sweaty and understand where I sit, what chair I'm in, and just try and make me sandbag, it's just not going to happen. I will make Brightwing work. Okay, we did lose, but don't forget about that. I'm going to make this one work here. And speaking of, they're going to try and take on down Chromie.
Wind in the timeout. Here comes Hugo to try and help. Does he have barrel? No, he's got no Stormfire, so can't even save it. Chrome, in comes Diva to try and save. Wind is low, taken out by the Cho'Gall, and into the fray. Mena saving him here, but now a little bit of danger. In comes Vanilla on that Olaf, looking for Bowie.
And the Powell's coming out there, and that's a free-man taunting into his face. You hate to see it, but you love to use it, as that's going to be a twisting never. Boom comes the damage when it does
Eventually, there we
explode.
go.
I have the synergy between those cooldowns and the casting, and now he's going to get that fist and punch his way to victory, looking for Rich, who, once again, in deja vu fashion, is going to be step as the Cho and the Gull fall on down. A city has been destroyed.
Bowie is carrying this. He's doing such a good job. Rich finally dies. He went reverse sand, by the way, as he gets taken out. But Bowie is wrecking the Team West here. Absolutely the same play on this Diva. Nice.
It's just why Glaron doesn't play Medivh much anymore.
Yeah, fans just backstage just like, yeah, no, I saw what happened last All-Stars.
We're not
It's
dropping
mine
it
now.
anymore.
Here comes the nuke, won't get interrupted. Bowie will be able to dash away most likely as Wesich drops a little bit of damage.
They're not done just yet. They're looking for
Yeah.
more, and also in the bottom lane, that's where the attention from the East has now transpired. 3 members sieging on up.
In
Looking to
comes
drop bombs after bombs after bombs, and Mene gonna sidestep that. He's on the hunt.
He is.
Living
He's
cosplay
trying to get people here. Hugo will get turned on here, trying to tank through with the brew. Upheaval from Wesich, trying to move in as Hugo flees for his life. The brew is not enough to save him.
Glaurung physically and literally gets bodied in an exchange as he's the first one to fall on down, but the Cho and the Gull are doing what they can, and not too much, to be quite honest, at this stage, because they are forced to run away.
Rich picks up a kill. Wesich backs up. We saw Garage taken out, a Viking taken out, and Bowie has completed his level 1 quest. Good for you.
How do you kill that which cannot be killed? Oh, there
Like
goes
that.
my quote.
Just in time. Perfect timing there. As we see, bottom fort will now fall. And right now, Team East, structure-wise, looking good. They still have all their forts, and they have already taken down top keep. They've taken down all of the forts. Looking good here for Team East. Volleyball. Denied.
Composition with the Lost Vikings is behind in XP. That's never a good story. I think I'm going to have some words with Vanilla outside and ask him, have you actually ever played this hero before?
It would be interesting to know, as Vanilla is losing more Vikings, just on the Chromie takes the ball, he jukes them! He forces them to back up!
Pops in, pops out, says hello. And he is going to say that in a foreign accent that even the Eastern players can't understand and go, did he just outplay us with a door?
As the pylon's coming down, looks like Hooligan wants to maybe make a boss attempt with his teammates. Having to wait around a bit though, because the West are hovering around the area, and Medivh will scout these turrets. Nice dodge on the upheaval. He's getting focused down here. Can the timeout outlast the Twisting Nether? Yes, it can.
It's the overdrive as Wind is running away, and he's going to be running with the Wind as Glaurung says, no, 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 temporal loop coming on down. That's not going to mean anything there, Tetcher.
Yeah.
The West do take down everybody's favorite. What is Rich doing? Rich literally doesn't care at this point of the game.
Rich is trying to farm the Vikings in spawn, pushing with catapults. Reverse amp on the Vikings, trying to burn them down. It's now 3 Vikings versus 1 Rich. In comes Wesich as well, looking to hunt down the Lucio.
It's like, look, guys, I'm going to redefine this meta. Lucio is a solo laner. It's a split pusher.
He's
I'm
hard
going to
to
make
kill.
these catapults get some value as they carry on pushing.
We see Bowie killed out of his mech here. Portal's down, they're chasing him, but Rich is here to save his teammate, but a Glaurung delivery could be the shutdown here if they can chase well enough, but no, Bowie is out.
Rich very happy with himself there, but maybe he's been enough more than he can chew.
Rich?
Or have I said too much too
He's got
soon?
armor. He's got wall armor. He's surviving. He takes out Glaurung. In comes Westage. They finally take him out. Let's see replay here.
Just slow-mo look at the DPS onto Olaf. Look at the backside. That's what Trixler was really discussing. You know, the meta, that's why TLV's not really in here. You know, a shirt that doesn't fit him, pants that really should be a little bit baggier, and Rich is trying to send a message.
As we see Westage putting more pressure onto Bowie to
Compose yourself, Tetcher. This is a serious game.
Bowie puts pressure onto Westage. He's trying to sustain through this and is doing a pretty good job and has to use that roll to get out.
No, level 16, but does that mean they care? Absolutely not, because it's twisting never time.
Nice little kill there by Westage as Maida keeps the pressure. Good taunt to interrupt the Stormer fire here, but the vanilla DPS, it's too much, Skippy, but no, it's obviously not. Chen just leaves.
That pea shooter really isn't doing much. They say eat 5 a day to stay healthy, and well, he's not having any of it. This time, popping the panda pals. There's sheep all around it. I feel like I'm back home, Tetch. I'm seeing sheep. I'm on a farm. I don't know what to expect. He just keeps popping and popping and popping, and he's having a grand old time. As you speak of popping, Rich is doing just that, booping and booping, flipping and flipping, and I can't repeat any more words.
Yeah, now Hugo is able to back out with the help of even with the polybomb here. He's finally getting focused down. Looks like he will fall here. And West are starting to recover. East are in a dominant position here. Vanilla making use of that Viking bribery. Picks up a Merc camp.
That is some value right there. Just picking up a camp. Can use the pea shooter once again. Pow pow. As the DPS comes on through looking for the taunt. And that's going to be the explosion as Bowie rolls away. Not going to have any of that, Tetcher. Not going to have any of it whatsoever. But Glaurung, see, Glaurung, you're trying to copy Rich, but you know, Rich at the start of the game said snitch lol. And
he did. This is true.
That might not be who I was just discussing, but you know, I'm going to run with that quote. Paraphrase me.
We actually see here that Glaurung, even with that death, he did complete his Arcane Rift stack, so he's able to keep a hold of them. Upheaval does that on Hooligan, but he's able to use the Fountain to actually keep himself alive as he just eats the Silence Bomb. But he does survive, but it means that the Twisting Nether is burned as the focus. Everyone's down here. The Unstoppable is dropped, though, but in comes Rich. He's got up the frequency, meaning that he can actually, all his auto attacks, reduce the cooldown of Amp it up, making maximum value.
East is going to keep amping it up time and time again.
Extra
what does this mean?
Can't catch him.
It just means he can just consistently backdoor. He might be in that back of the base. He might be running around, but as long as you're there, he is going to cause you some kind of despair. Rap God, I don't even know what that was. Was that poetry, Tetcher?
It was absolutely poetry, because poetry is subjective, and there is nothing more subjective than this particular match. As we see a nice force of will actually blocking the Sandblast from Chromie, and the boss currently being taken. Hooligan dies.
Nexus Forces taking him down, Hooligan. Oof.
Boss value there, and the boss has to be abandoned as Glaurung has showed up with that Medivh here. In comes Cho'Gall as the portal micro happens. Nice little time trap though, that will say, yeah, Wind. Able to save himself there with the time trap and the timeout.
Wind, you know? I'm going to take this one a little bit seriously. The boss does end up stopping. I love this boss. You know, when this was first released, it felt to me a little bit like a World of Warcraft raid. You know, don't stand in a fire. Well, don't stand in the toxic sludge, because these bombs, these bugs will explode on you. And it really showcased who has mechanics and who doesn't.
Yeah, it did get reworked recently to now it just sort of sieges you with poison as opposed to spawning at Banelings, as in comes Rich. Looking to put the pressure on. Here comes the temporal loop onto Glaurung, who tanks it with the force of will.
Does not care whatsoever. Straight fug as he takes it on through. Chen, the first one to fall on down. Westage flipped into the back line as this time Rich dies. Also to Nexus Forces. What is going on with these Korean players?
So the West core is dying. There are catapults in the base, just straight up ending the game right now.
Oh.
The minions, though, will clear those up, but they are able to get a pretty decent percentage on the core. Team West, Balog respawns to come and help clear out that lane. The rest of Team West's forces burning it down this boss. Looks like they might try and make a death push with this. They do have one nuke, as East are going for a backdoor skivvy.
Backdoor time as Wind is the first one to get targeted. Olaf smacking him with the shield and saying, I'm meta, take Chromie out, look at your win rate. Even TLV can do that to you. As the twisting never comes across, but the East still chasing on through. Bowie and a dream. Bowie and the chance to roll and roll and roll was 28% is left on that core. And the East with the BD, they really needed Rich. He's the king of the BDs.
He's up in 2 seconds, and everyone knows that Lucio DPS is exactly what they need to take down this boss. As it's going to be Hugo who starts it up, Team West making their way across the map to start to pile on some pressure and see if they can take their first keep of the game.
Imagine if that boss was actually a mount you could get in the game. It looks pretty toxic.
That would be... I mean, I hope it would be scaled down, but it seems like it would be pretty cool, though, as in comes Wesich. Rich, once again, you can see the incredible DPS of Lucio versus the Cho'Gall here, trying to bait him, though, buying his team time to respawn. Everyone will be up except Diva and Probius, as Chromie is up in 2.
But they are indeed, Tetcher. This time, it's their time to shine. The West looking for that clean 2-0. They want to try and showcase what they can do. Maybe not in the serious games, but this time in the real ones. They're onto the core. The B-steps are still coming across, Tetcher. The core is down to 50%.
The core is getting burned down. Cho'Gall's at full health. Team East is dying. And that is GG. Team West takes game number 2. And, well... But honestly, that was pretty impressive by Team East. Early game domination, but unfortunately, even with the incredible Rich backdooring attempt, they weren't able to come out ahead in the end.
Just proves that, you know, you can move boulders, you can move gods, but you can't move a city known as Westich, because that's just going to come at you 1 time, 2 times, and a 3rd time. How many times did they actually die? They died twice. Doesn't really matter. We've now just lost our stats, so I can't quote anymore.
No stats.
That's all I care about, was how good was that Cho'Gall.
It was still pretty impressive. I did really enjoy it. Like you said, Wesich Council represent, did a good job there. But to break this game down with some hard-hitting analysis, we're going to send you back over to the analysis desk.
And I hope you're prepared to get the best analysis that you've ever heard in your life as we watched West get another victory going up 2-0. But don't worry, those matches don't matter. We're going to a game number 3, and that's for all the marbles. So we'll be talking about that one soon. What do you guys think about that game, Gilly?
If there's one thing I love more than a Rich Brightwing, it's in fact a Rich Lucio, because that was the best part of that entire game.
He was this close to getting multiple kills, Caldor.
Super easy win for the West. And outside of that, please stop drafting like
Easy.
Please stop drafting fast heroes for Rich, please.
KL, you look serious over there. What's going on?
You know, I mean, there's a guy I know named Hooligan. One day, he got real excited about winning an event, and he just started screaming, "Drop the beat! Drop the beat!"
Drop
Trixler,
the beat. You want me to?
we go into this replay.
You want me to give you some beatboxing?
Want you to drop the beat.
Oh God, okay.
Because right now, Rich is
my
on
God,
Lucio.
no.
You got nowhere to go. You might be on Cho'Gall, but he's just gonna ride on that wall. He's gonna take your hero down to 0. Yeah, go Rich. He's coming in. He's gonna kill you all. It doesn't matter what hero. The core's still gonna go down to 0.
Dang,
Rich kill you, Rich kill.
The chorus?
Remix?
Caldor?
No.
With the German ending?
No.
Come on, give us something. Caldor, you're leaving us hanging, dude. Bro,
Caldor's leaving us hanging, but this beat's keeping on banging. Caldor waiting for you to drop the beat. Come on, don't give me like Butcher. Give me some meat.
No.
Dang, dude, damn.
I'm out.
One word, Caldor. One word in German. I'll give you one if you want.
Just give him something to rhyme with.
Donkey. Say it.
Donkey.
It still doesn't rhyme with donkey. It still doesn't.
That actually just
You want one word?
Wow.
Kartoffel.